stator going up and down by the timing mark. I don't know why that's vibrating like that, or if that's okay. Alright, this is the flywheel. I always like to mark when I did stuff to things, so if I have to go back to it in a year, 5 years, or 10 years, or somebody else, it gives them information. Alright, I'm going to attempt to remove the armature plate, or timing plate, whichever you want to call it. That's this piece here, this whole disc, with the points and everything connected, along with the cam that's in there. That should slide off the shaft here. I'm going to try and do it. I have disconnected, and as you can see at an angle, this screw which holds it down, this screw here, there's one down there by the points, and there's one over here on this side down here, if you can see it, on the back side of the points, in between the condenser and that. I did manage to get it off. I didn't get the cam with it though. That was very difficult to try and get that to remove with it. So more than likely I'm going to have to readjust and reset all my points. I was hoping to make a shortcut. But I didn't have to disconnect the coils or the spark plug wires, which are kind of a pain too. After this center piece here, I'm going to remove the cam. Well, on the cam there, right above my thumb, you can see where it says top. And you can also see the notch for the keyway. So this is real easy to put back on and line up. Well, I've removed the stabilizer ring or brass ring, whatever you want to call it. This piece here now, obviously I have installed it upside down. From what I read on iboats.com, on their public forum with all those experts out there, and I'll tell you, those guys out there have been quick to respond and been very helpful. Apparently I installed this piece upside down. You want the flat side up is what I've read on the forum. So we're going to clean it up, give it a little grease, and put her back together, and hopefully that'll solve our armature wobble. Thank you. Alright, I've installed the ring. Flat side faced up, taper side down. The brass ring, if you see here, has one oblong hole. That's where that gets set. And there's a screw that goes in there and there. And you can see also the brass ring in there. It does move around, it's sloppy, and it sits in there very loose. And I did apply a light coat of grease to it. And I use a caliper grease. It takes a little bit more heat than normal grease. The brake grease, I like to use that because it doesn't melt until around 600 degrees. It also avoids, or water doesn't break it down. And it has graphite in it, and it's not going to melt until, like I said, about 600 degrees. But it's only good on external parts. The hardest part is lining up your first screw. I really don't know how to show it to you, but I've done it. This is the screw, as you can see where I'm at. And if you look down there by the points, just to the left of it, near the wire, if you watch that screw over there, it's moving up and down. That's telling me that I grabbed that plate underneath. It's wiggling it. So we're in good shape. See how it dropped? So we're in good shape there. Now, once we get the second one lined up, we should be all set. So I'm going to go to the other one on the opposite side on the coil here. And hard to see what you're doing. Hopefully it'll grab. And then that other screw, we'll be able to see it do something. Yes, I can. Boy, it's hard to focus it. That's the screw right down there, almost in the center, just to the right. As I'm turning the screwdriver, you can see it coming up and down a little. It's not much, but it is. So we're good and set. We've got that started. Don't tighten up any of the screws yet, but just kind of get them set. Okay, I managed to get it all back together without having to pull the points or the coil off. And I did get the cam also, which I'm showing you right here back in. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go through and readjust the points. And I'm going to do that on a separate video. Okay, see if we've got that armature wobble that was in here where this was going up and down. Hopefully. Pull the choke out. Turn the motor down a little. Start position. Bulb was already primered. We got water. 1, 2. Hardly see that armature plate moving at all. Running smooth. I think we got her. Nicely tuned. We're in a little closer.